ladies, welcome to Pansy Warrior Princess. I am your hostess, your mistress with the mostest, Pansy Niederschmidt. Welcome to the throne room. It's spectacular to have you here. It's an extravaganza. Please give a nice welcome to my security staff today. Law and order. Dun dun. I need to lodge a complaint, lords and ladies. You might think it's a little late to be, making a spectacle out of something that's essentially a Christmas issue, but I'm bringing it up now, just so you know. Every year, my mother, Valerie, buys me an atrocity. Well, that's what I call it. She calls it an outfit. I think it's more, crime against humanity. And every year, I want to return said outfit for something that doesn't chafe. And every year, I am confronted by some horrifying retail return policy, a 15-day expiration, the item was on sale, blah, blah, blah. This particular year, I brought the sweater set back to a store and was told by the very well-coiffed, overly spray-tanned clerk that there is simply nothing to be done. And I said, stupidly, well, what about store credit? And he looked at me like I had offered to flay his Bichon Frise, who was, by the way, in a designer tote bag behind the counter. And then he turned on his pointy-booted heel and started folding sweaters. If only I had had my axe. Sadly, I'm no longer allowed to bring it to the mall after an incident. Lords and ladies, just because I'm a royal doesn't mean that I want to squander florins willy-nilly. Why do you have to be so difficult, retailers of America? We're gonna move on. What I'm playing is the Simpsons game for the PlayStation 3. This game, it's not gonna throw something at you that you've never seen before. It's basically a puzzle game. Excuse me, having a malfunction. Clear malfunction. Okay,
do you think it would still be fun if you can't stomp cat prostitutes and take their money?
However, if you are a fan of The Simpsons, such as I am, you're gonna have a great time interacting with every character you've seen from The Simpsons. Just walking around Springfield gave me a warm and fuzzy feeling in the cockles of my heart. It really did. I also liked all the sort of inside references to The Simpsons, as well as sort of some tongue-in-cheek jokes about gamers. If I had to make a complaint, as I always have to make a complaint, I would say, why do gamers always have to be referred to as he? Girls can be geeks too, EA! In the distance, I see my faithful falcon, Serendipity, with today's viewer mail. Nicely done, Serendipity. Dippity-doo-dah. Dear Pansy, how is it that you are so totally awesome? How is it that you are so cool, so entertaining, and so totally taking the entire country by storm? We love Pansy. Pansy for president. I want a Pansy movie. When is it gonna come out? I need it now. Most sincerely, your serf Bill. That, lords and ladies, is what I call a viewer mail. Bill, you bring up some excellent points. I would just like to point out, lords and ladies, that, I like a suck-up. I do. Do you want your viewer mail on the air? Suck up. Nothing wrong with it. To answer Bill's very insightful questions, I would say a couple of things. I think I'm so totally cool because of my armor, my axe, and my gaming skills. I'm taking the country by storm because that's what royals do. We invade and we conquer. As far as a presidential run, I'm gonna have to say not so much. And it's not personal. It's simply that as a royal, I am obliged to support a monarchy. That's just my stance. And Pansy the movie. Interesting. I think I have quite a few ideas I'd like to bring to Hollywood.
There was a girl named Pansy, Warrior Princess, who came to Hollywood and had a dream.
As always, lords and ladies, I would like to end with a quote from my hero, Mr. Oscar Wilde, and he said, "Genius is born, not paid." No kidding. I mean, if it was paid, I could afford a staff and not Floyd. Lords and ladies, good night and good morrow. I mean, I'm telling you, if I had money to pay instead of cream puffs, we wouldn't have had that audio problem earlier. Just saying.